So anyway, yeah, it's time for the final fight, for reals this time. We can actually harm the Shadow Queen, but Mario, this is it, we're almost done. Enough, this ends now. But anyway, yeah, Shadow Queen, although we start off with a pretty pathetic audience, but what can you do when she eats the entire fucking thing? Anyway, yeah, full health restore for all of our party members for everything. Anyway, taking out the Shadow Queen is a little bit tricky. Again, this is another one of those things where you need to take out her little floating minions as well as her all at the same time. So, again, this is where Vivian and Bobbery are both very, very useful. And really where they're my favorite party members in the entire game is just that they've got the best screen nukes attacks in the game. But anyway, if you've got any shooting stars left, this is where you want to use them. Basically, what? How is it that you could hurt me? Now we've got our number. Time to suffer, Queen. Fools! Anyway, the Shadow Queen herself isn't really that bad, it's those hands. Those hands are really fucking annoying. Basically, one hand will just hurt you, and one hand can actually heal the Shadow Queen. So that's really where this fight gets really, really annoying, is that, if she keeps on healing herself, you know, you can't really beat her. So, attacks like the, shooting stars are a good option. Earth Tremor, Fiery Jinx, Bob-omb Blast. I don't think that Power Shell can take out, the hands, but if my math is wrong and that can take out the hands, then that too is a good idea. Anyway, you want to keep Vivian alive throughout the entire boss fight, just because of that one attack. She can charge up to a lot, to do 15 damage at once, which is an obnoxious amount of damage, and really, really annoying. So, keeping Vivian alive for Veal is just almost necessary if you want any chance of beating this boss fight. Also, you want to keep Vivian alive anyway, just because Fiery Jinx is the most cost-effective way to get rid of the, floating hands, but, but you need her alive to survive that Veal attack. I don't know of any other way you can really avoid it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the only way you can avoid the attack, so you're gonna want to have that. But anyway, yeah, I've got an attack that can do 15 damage too, bitch. And I don't even need to, charge up for it, so yeah, take that. You see that, you see the slot reel up in the top right corner there, how we've got two shine sprites? I always get a bingo here. I have never not gotten a bingo here. So pretty much that's just there not only to give you it's pretty much there to refill the audience, but I also abuse that to get a free supernova in. So that's pretty abusable. It's always going to happen. I have never seen it not happen. I've tried to land the slot reel on other things on purpose just to see if just to see what happens, and it will always go to the shine sprite. It'll won't stop right away, and it'll just land on, the shine sprite next. So you will always get the shine sprite, no matter what. So you pretty much have a free special point refill, as well as a free audience refill, because the game knew that you were going to need an audience if you wanted any chance of beating her, because you're going to be using a lot of special moves in this fight. Anyway, her hand arrangement right now, the way that it works, it's pretty much that her hands her hands, if they're like that, they'll try to grab you and pull you under, and then you gotta press the A button to stop each attack, because it'll do like individual attacks, like it'll do like 3 mini attacks as opposed to 1 big attack. Anyway, this is the move actually it's not. Sometimes it'll try to suck up your health though. The hands have 2 moves. They can either just slap you or suck up your health. Oh, and I lied. Koops can actually take out the hands with his attack, so he's actually the most FP efficient way to take out the different hands. It's just that I usually just keep Vivian out just because she's a little bit more versatile and does a little bit more damage, and also inflicts the burn status, which is really good. But Koops is not a bad choice for this fight either. The Yoshi's Stampede probably could also take them out. It's just that the Stampede wouldn't be able to hurt the Shadow Queen herself, so it's just not the best idea in general. you're gonna want to stick with attacks that can hurt the Shadow Queen as well, because you wanna take her out at the same time. This isn't like the Bowser fight where you can focus on where you focus on one target and then you focus on the little targets first and then take out the big target. No, you've got to focus on doing damage on screen nuking stuff the entire time. So that's pretty much why you need to keep Bobbery or Vivian or Koops out nearly the entire time. I'm using a power lift here just because getting some extra defense is always good. This is an endurance match, so she does a lot of damage at once. She can heal a lot. She has a ton of HP. So this is pretty much one of your best places to use your Jelly Ultras. This is why I brought like 4 of them. I mean, I guess if you wanted to save them for the Pit of 100 Trials, you could, but that's just like post-game shit that I don't give a shit about. I mean, if I wanted to get the... if I was going to do the Pit of 100 Trials, I would do 2 trips anyway, so don't feel bad about using your Jelly Ultras. Use them if you need to use them. Do not feel like you need to hold on to them anymore. This is the end. There is nothing after this that will that is a bigger threat. This is the for real final boss. But yeah, you do not know what you have done. So anyway, yeah, I do love the Shadow Queen. Oh fuck, she's charging up again. I love the Shadow Queen for a few reasons. Mostly, one, because her design is fucking awesome. I love that design. Second off, I do think that she is truly an intimidating villain. Like, we know that she's not exactly a giant space flea from nowhere. Like, we knew that Brodus was trying to bring back a demon, so, you know, we knew that she was pretty much going to be there from the start. But, however, she also, I mean, nothing really said that the demon was supposed to, that Brodus was going to have control over the demon. I mean, if I was a magic genie or demon or whatever, and someone freed me, I wouldn't do what they said. Fuck them. I'm an ultra-powerful magic genie demon thing. So yeah, I do like the Shadow Queen. She doesn't come out of nowhere. She's threatening. She's strong. And that was the HP recovery attack that I was talking about. Really fucking annoying. So that's why you want to take out the hands as quick as possible. Not just to mention that it also just means less damage done to you each turn. See, right here I'm using one of my Ultra Jellies just because I was low on FP and HP. If I was low on just HP, I would have probably saved the Ultra Jelly just because I don't want to waste it even at this point of the game. I mean, I might be more willing to throw caution into the wind when there's nothing left to wait for, but I'm not gonna waste shit. I mean, that's just not how I roll. But anyway, how do I want to take this out? I don't know. Anyway, I would not recommend keeping Vivian. Well, actually, I guess it really doesn't matter what row you keep your characters in at this point, because the Shadow Queen doesn't attack front row or back row. She just attacks wherever the fuck she wants to. So I guess it's really not that big of a deal where what order your characters are in. But if Vivian is running low in health, switch her out immediately, or use Sweet Feast, or use an Ultra Shroom or whatever. Just keep her in keep her HP in a safe range at all times. I'm using Supernova again just because it's quick. I mean, I would be using Art Attack or something like that, but I don't like I just don't feel like it. Supernova is really not that cost efficient. It's like you use up nearly all of your special bar for one attack, so it's really not the best choice, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm at the end of the game. I want to do damage that looks like I'm at the end of the game. But yeah, this fight is more just hard, isn't really hard because it's hard, it's more hard just because it's an endurance round. I mean, this fight, it's mostly the length of this fight that makes it so difficult. If you don't have the appropriate healing items, if you don't have the Ultra Jellies or something like that, this fight could probably kick your ass, mostly just because of how long it is. You know, eventually you will run out of HP and you will die. So, effective use of your items is pretty much mandatory for this boss fight. You know, you can't just throw out an item whenever you're like at half HP. You gotta wait till you're nearly dead if you need to use your item. But if you have enough flower points, I would recommend just if you have enough flower point restoring items, do not feel bad about using your flower points. Use Bob-omb Blast, use Spring Jump, use Fiery Jinx. You should have enough Jammin' Jellies or Ultra Jellies in order to keep your HP, not your HP, in order to keep your flower points at a relatively high level throughout the entire boss fight. So, just keep that in mind, and yeah. No, it cannot be. How? Yeah, I do like how... Well, actually, that's pretty typical boss fight stuff, now that I think about it. You could not possibly defeat me. So yeah, I guess that's pretty standard and not really worthy of praise of any sort. Just in general, I like to attack the Shadow Queen first and then attack all of the hands and stuff. Not really sure if there's a reason. There's no real reason for that. That's just what I like to do. God damn it, the fucking fog. If there's one thing I don't... Oh! The Shadow Queen got confused too! I swear, bosses can't... I thought that bosses couldn't get confused. Serious, I thought that it was like something that... I thought that bosses were like incapable of being confused for whatever reason. But, yeah, I guess they can. It's kind of odd that they even programmed in a Peach confused animation. I actually find that sort of odd. Can the other bosses get confused? Huh, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this boss fight's nearly over. It's more the length than anything that makes this boss fight hard. Though I will say that I really do like the boss fight music. It's creepy and it fits. Not the most memorable theme in the game, but I do think it's an appropriate final boss music, and that's really important. The final boss is like the final chance for the game to impress you, so it's really got to have epic final boss and an epic final boss track, even more importantly. I mean, I swear, I remember more final boss themes than actual just final bosses, but thankfully this final boss is memorable, not just in its theme, but also in its boss fight, just because it is a challenging and rewarding boss fight to do. It might look easy to keep those hands and to keep the hands and the keep the hands dead and constantly deal damage to the Shadow Queen all at once, but it's really, really, really not. Especially since the hands regenerate so quickly, and sometimes they regenerate and get to attack right away anyway. So, yeah, this is one of the hardest boss fights in the game. The hardest normal boss fight in the game, which it should be, because, you know, it's the final boss. I mean, there are some super bosses that are harder, but it's not... It's the hardest boss fight that you'll run into playing the game normally the first time. So that's something that I like. But yeah, just a few more rounds and then this bitch will finally be done. I wish that I had enough star points to use. Not star points, special points. Whatever the fuck they're called. I wish I had enough, whatever they're called, to use Supernova, because this boss fight would have been over by now if I had a Supernova ready. Oh well, would have been particularly epic. It would have been a particularly epic way to end the boss fight too. But fuck, I'm almost out of flower points. Okay, you know what? Should I use a Ultra Jelly? Yeah, I at this point. Well, actually, no, I don't. I thought it might be a good idea to use an Ultra Jelly at this point, but it's just a better idea to wait out one more turn just so I get the most flower points out of my money. The most stuff out of my money. And you do not know how nervous I got there, because I thought that I was going to die, seriously. Not that it would have mattered, because I have like 4 life shrooms, but, you know, eh. Anyway, yeah, so now I'm definitely using my Ultra Jelly. But anyway, yeah, Vivian, I'm probably going to switch Vivian out, you know, just because she's about to die too, and I don't want her to die, just in case I somehow don't manage to end this battle. But anyway, what's the best way to end this? Oh wait, I end up using an Ultra Shroom on her too. Don't know why. I could have switched to Bobbery and it would have been better, but whatever. I guess I was just thinking, you know what, this is almost over. Oh, god fucking damn it. I hate that. It's always when she's almost out of health that she likes to heal. I mean, that's just how it normally is when when enemies are almost out of health and they always heal themselves then. I don't know why, that's just how they do it. Oh, and thank god those buffs are gone. Fucking hate buffs. Anyway, what's the best way to do this? Fiery Jinx, anyone? Yeah, a Fiery Jinx, just very, very useful, and I love it to death. But yeah, 6 flower points left. Guess I'm gonna end this the old-fashioned way. Power Smash! Take that! Aye! And with that, we have beaten the final boss. Congratulations. Oh, fuck. Fuck! 1 star point! God damn it. Impossible. Unthinkable. How could I cannot be beaten by such lesser beings such as these. I had just been reborn into this world. I cannot. I must not. Ah! My queen! Gah! No! Let's get out of here, Marilyn. Gah! Hey! 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 Wait! Princess Peach! Mario! Over here! Princess Peach is just fine. She's not even hurt. I actually do like the touch that they have here. They remixed Peach's theme from Paper Mario 1 for this scene. I really like that touch. So, it's all over then. I'm so sorry, Mario. Who knew all this would happen? No need to apologize, Peach. It was our pleasure. Thank you. All of you. Aha! There you are, Mario. Well, well, can you believe those brutes even came after me, an old Goomba? But I still made it here. I was so worried about you. You have no idea. By the look of things, though, I guess we're in the clear, am I right? You kids sure are the real thing, I tell you. Yes, I seem to be in one piece, too, so all's well. So, without further ado, take a look at this! I found this on the way. This must be the treasure we heard rumors of in Rogueport. My theory has been correct all these years. There really was a legendary treasure. Oh, Professor Frankly. No, don't bring me down now. It might be something great, and all's well that ends well, right? The city's been, well, saved, actually. Let's go home, Mario. Back to everyone.